I used to go to a school called Meadowbrook Prep
Yes.
School,
Mm-hmm.
and they used to have like fetes and barbecues between this prep school and the high school, and me and my brother used to be the performers at the time, being on all the barbecues and the fetes. So I started on the performance scene before I got into the studio scene. And
Okay.
about 14, yeah, about 13, 14, I met General Degree because, Danny Brownie is also my uncle. And Danny Brownie was producing General Degree at the time. And,
Didn't
I
know that.
started to par with Degree. Yeah,
Mm.
man. Steely and Clevie and Danny and the bassist for Tyrus Riley, Glenn Brownie, all of them is Brownie brothers. The guitarist for Freddie McGregor is
Yeah.
also a Brownie, so all of them is uncles.
Okay.
So, but when I was in about 14, that's when I started to par with General Degree and go into these different studios. And even though Danny was my uncle, I wasn't allowed into the studio until one day I said to him, "Yo, some can DJ."
Yeah.
Him say laugh off at me wicked too, like
Yeah.
jump on the ground, laugh and
Yeah.
say, "What you know about DJ?" And I said, "Just give me a chance." And I say, "All right,
Mhm.
come and carry me to the studio." And I've never left the studio since.
And what year? What year was this?
At 14, that was probably 93, 94.
Right. So okay, so then you got into the studio 93, 94. And did you actually have your name at this time, or you got your name as you became an artist?
Okay, so back in prep school and everything, I used to play soccer for the school. I was one of the top footballers for the school, and I was real skinny. And
Mhm.
the coach, well, how Jamaican people stay. They don't want to go by a government name. They want
Yeah.
to find whatever it is you look like,
Uh-huh.
or whatever it is, just to call you that. So because I was skinny and you don't know, my complexion in Jamaica is considered red.
Yeah.
They used to call me mice. So as growing up in these fetes and barbecues, I used to call myself Mad Mice. But then when I look up a degree now and start going to the studio, him say, "Yo, change your name, man, because you have white mice already, you have singing
Yeah.
mice, different mice already that was out there." Mr. Well, degree, you want to change my name, so find a name and let me know if me work with it. And
Yeah.
he was pondering for a good like 2 hours or whatever, and then come back and say, "I find it. You're red and you look like a rat, so you name Red Rat." And I know in Jamaica, if you fight against a name that they give to you, they're gonna give you a worse name. So I was like, "All right, Red Rat, I'll keep
It's
it."
good. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. So okay, so Degree was the one that came up with your name then.
Yeah, man. Degree is the one that decided that I read and I look like a rat. So
Yeah.
it's stuck. It's stuck from that.
Yeah, and you figured, listen, it doesn't make sense to try to fight against this because the harder I fight is the more they're gonna push it away.
I've seen it all, brother. I've seen Jamaican people are so creative and funny that they'll use a fact that somebody is dying of AIDS or whatever
Yeah.
and say, "Yo, Wagwan soon dead."
Buddy, welcome to Jamaica, brother.
Welcome to Jamrock.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Okay, so you got your name. And what was the first song that you actually recorded under your name, Red Rat?
My first record out of Main Street is a song called Itsy Bitsy.
Itsy Bitsy. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one there.
Yeah, man, you remember the song that Buccaneer did Holy Boy, I know say them a gangster, but them
Yeah.
a punky brewster. I was on that
Yeah.
rhythm.
Okay.
The song was called Itsy Bitsy, and out of nowhere Beanie Man heard it and did his own Itsy Bitsy. I'm just saying. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Wow. Okay. And how did you even develop your sound and your catchphrase?
It was out of I wouldn't say buck ups, but I back in the days, my biggest influence in dancehall music was like Super Cat and Shabba Ranks and Buju Banton. And
Mhm.
then after I started to, power general degree, I wanted to sing with that big voice. So I used to practice "You name, feel them on them," like try to sound like general degree. And
Yeah.
being a part of Main Street Crew is like he was the producer that always comes with gimmick records like Lord, me can't take it no more, and
Right.
Granny, stop hollering out. And he was that type of producer. So when I used to go to him with the songs them with the big voice or whatever, because if you listen to the song Itsy Bitsy, it was more of a wanna Itsy Bitsy thing. It was like more of a big voice type thing.
Okay.
And then
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinesmusica.com.